to the arena.
Hello everyone. In this video I will talk about the amazing, extravagant, godlike, meta-breaking, pure genius, gameplay of Malphite support. Malphite support sounds pretty bad, like really bad, but it can be played to near celestial proportions against the right matchups. In this video I will talk about the pros and cons on playing Malphite support. The support role is viable because of his abilities and passive. His passive is Granite Shield. Malphite gains a shield that absorbs up to 10% of his maximum health pool. The shield recharges if Malphite hasn't taken any damage within 10 seconds. This passive is quite good for anti-poke. His shield is like Yasuo's passive, in which it stops enemies' poke and can regenerate quite fast. Unlike Yasuo's shield though, Malphite can take multiple hits before it shatters. Rakan's passive is also similar to Malphite's, except it scales with ability power not percentage health. Both passives both regenerate quickly and can take a beating before breaking. In the support role, this passive will allow you to make aggressive trades against the enemy laners. It also allows you to freely take minions with your relic shield without getting absolutely destroyed by their ADC. His Q is a point-and-click ability called Seismic Shard. Malphite throws a giant cheese wheel that deals up to 270 magic damage with a 60% AP scaling, that also steals up to 26% of their movement speed. This ability is good for poking because it does a decent amount of base damage, but it costs a hell of a ton early game. But this cost can be countered by the Monoflow Band rune. This ability also slows, which allows Comet to hit the target almost 100% of the time. This ability is also a mediocre engage tool because it slows the target and gives Malphite the lost movement speed. The movement speed and slow helps Malphite stay on his target and hit them with his other abilities such as his W. His W is Brutal Strikes. This ability passively gives Malphite bonus armor that triples when his passive is up. This ability passive combined with his normal passive basically makes him immune to all physical damage poke. When Malphite activates this ability, he deals an extra amount of damage with his auto attacks for 6 seconds that scale with his armor and AP. This ability is to allow Malphite to deal a decent amount of damage consistently after he engages and burned all other abilities. His next ability is his E, Ground Slam. He smashes the ground and deals up to 200 magical damage to surrounding enemy units. All enemies he hits with his E have reduced attack speed for the next few seconds. This ability is very annoying to the enemy ADC if you hit them. You will lower their damage per second, allowing your ADC to harass them while they are at a disadvantage. To top the cake is his ultimate. His ultimate is Surprise Butt Sex. He charges to a target location at Mach 15, knocking up all enemies for 1.5 seconds and dealing an absolutely large amount of damage for a tank. This telltale ability is what Malphite is usually feared for, the ability to lock down a group of enemy champions instantly with one click. The usual engage combo is REQW. While they are knocked up, you hit them with your E, making their attack speed reduced while dealing extra damage. Then you hit your Q on one enemy to ensure that they will be slowed after they land. After you burn most of your damage dealing abilities, you use your W to deal mild AoE damage to the enemies you auto attack. This combo will allow your team to easily finish the enemies that you have damaged and move on to the others. When I play Malphite support, I take the sorcery tree with Arcane Comet, Monoflow Band, or Ultimate Hat, Transcendence, and Scorch. For the sub-tree I would recommend taking the Resolve tree. You can be very flexible with your choices in this tree. Some runes that are worth considering taking are Font of Life, Bone Plating, Second Wind, Conditioning, Iron Skin, Mirror Shell, or Unflinching. You are able to take any combination of 2 of these runes that would best suit your situation. I personally enjoy taking Font of Life and Iron Skin. During lane, I try to poke the enemy ADC with my Q. My Q ensures Comet will hit and it will apply the Scorch damage over time. If the ADC tries to return the damage, my passive shield and the armor boost from Iron Skin and my W will reduce the amount significantly. Malphite is a great tank support that is very aggressive early game. For what he gains in defensiveness in early game to late game, he loses in the lack of peel and hard CC in early to mid game. He can't really stop someone like Leona from jumping on your ADC, he can only hit her with his abilities hoping she will disengage. When Malphite gets his ultimate, all hell breaks loose. Malphite most likely has one of the largest level 6 power spike of any tank that isn't a bruiser or juggernaut. When you reach level 6, you want to coordinate with your ADC to engage as soon as you receive your ability, catching the enemy laners out by surprise. Your ultimate late game is very valuable, it can be a deciding factor of a team fight. If you can land a juicy 1.5 second knockup on the enemy backline, the fight's already over. Malphite can do a decent amount of damage without any real AP enhancing items. Malphite can easily burst an enemy squishy with his tank items and Abyssal Mask. Since some of his abilities scale with armor, Malphite can reliably deal damage while building tank items. Malphite, if given enough time and gold, can be near unkillable to physical damage, thus making him a late game monster. I recommend building Relic Shield into Targon's Brace, but I wouldn't recommend upgrading it any further. After achieving Targon's Brace, I like building a Knight's Vow or Locket of the Iron Solari next. Banner of Command is a unique choice that could work. Banner of Command is similar to a Locket except it places more focus on armor instead of magic resistance and has other useful stats. The Banner of Command active is not as powerful or defensive as Locket of the Iron Solari, but it makes it up in statistical bonuses. After that, I build according to the enemies' build and champions. If you want to build some magic resistance, one essential item is Abyssal Mask. Abyssal Mask works great with your kit and helps you and your team deal extra magical damage. You can also build Morellonomicon or Liandry's Torment if you have the extra gold to spend on it. Malphite is very flexible on the items he can buy. That concludes this Meta Talks video. I hope you enjoyed this video. For more content please ground pound the subscribe and like buttons. I would enjoy criticism, so please comment down below in the comment section. I will see you guys in the next video. Have fun till then.